We're going to take a look at one of the latest MREs from XMRE. They can be found at xmremeals.com. This one comes from a case of 6 that I recently just opened. It's a very fresh one. It has a date code of 5041, which means that it was packaged on the 41st day of 2015, or February 10th, 2015. And this one is menu number 1. There's nothing on the front to indicate what the meal is, but on the back you have a sticker that gives you all the components. Menu number 1 is chili with beans. Also has vegetable crackers, peanut butter, lemon lime beverage powder, carrot pound cake, and dry fruit mix, along with the heating sleeve, beverage bag, accessory kit, and the heater. Now the previous MREs from XMRE came in a bag that looked like this. This one gave you a menu number on the front, just like the new one does, but that was all the information that was on here. When you bought a case, you get a packing list, and it gave you all the menus on there. So I want to do just a quick little comparison. Menu number 1, chili with beans, and in the older one from last year, this is from around the same time of the year, 2014, menu number 4 was chili with beans. So obviously they both have the same entree, chili with beans. Last year they had tortillas to go with the chili with beans. I guess you'd put them on the tortillas and eat them like that. So there's no spread to put on them. This one comes with vegetable crackers and peanut butter. Last year's had a lemon lime electrolyte beverage powder. This has a lemon lime beverage powder. I don't know whether it's electrolyte or not. I'll have to check it out inside. Last year's had the TFF marble pound cake, the trans fat free one. And this one has a carrot pound cake. This also has a dry fruit mix, and this has the nut raisin mix. So overall it's pretty similar. They basically just got rid of the tortillas and put in crackers and peanut butter. And we already know what's in here, but we'll take a look. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this. The newest MREs are coming with these little cardboard sleeves instead of the old box that the entree would come in. And these sleeves usually have nutritional information on them because they don't put them on the retort pouch. But it looks like XMRE has designed and puts their own sleeves in here, which is another nice touch. And they've been calling it a thermal sleeve. It does have this white coating on the inside. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, but that's nice. It's nice that they have their own branded product in here. So this is the sleeve. Here's the chili with beans. And since the sleeve doesn't have the nutritional information on it, you actually get a little card here that gives you all the information. And I guess they give you the little icon here to let you know it's beef. This is the entree name, and I guess these are the key facts: 260 calories and 14 grams of protein. You have all the ingredients, and then the full nutrition facts over here. And there's different ways to heat the MRE. Using the FRH, the obvious thing, placing a pouch next to a heat source, like a radiator, engine block, or vehicle hood, naturally exposing the pouch to the sunlight, and boiling water. It's a nice little touch right there. Here's our carrot pound cake, vegetable crackers, and the peanut butter. Go with that. Lemon lime beverage base powder. It's the not the carbohydrate electrolyte one, and it's in this small pouch, so you're going to need something to put it in. And luckily we do have the hot beverage bag, which you can mix the drink up in, or you can put the coffee in there and heat it up in the flameless ration heater, which is right here. And this is one of the best parts about the XMREs is they this is pretty much exactly the same as a regular MRE pouch. I'm not sure the company is. I thought they did them with some of the same contractors that make the real MREs, but it doesn't really seem to say here. But anyway, they make up their own fruit mixes. I think the nut raisin mix, the dry fruit mix, and I think there's a couple other ones. They actually package them themselves. So they have a lot more branding in this now between the sleeve and some of the snacks. That's really good. I like that. And I've had the dry fruit mix before, and it's very good. Accessory pack, pretty much a standard looking commercial MRE accessory pack, which includes a napkin, the standard brown spoon, instant coffee, creamer, 2 sugars, moist towelette, and salt and pepper, which is nice because standard MREs don't usually come with pepper, so it's a nice extra little thing in there. Here's what you get with one of the latest MREs from XMRE, 1300 XT line, 1300 calories on average. And overall, it's a pretty similar product to their last MREs. Been a few different components changed around, the crackers and the peanut butter instead of the tortillas. But overall, it's a pretty standard civilian MRE. I guess the thing that strikes me most upon opening it is seeing that they have their own branded heater sleeve, or thermal sleeve as they're calling it. And this is takes the place of the box, like I said. So we are going to slide the flameless ration heater with the entree in here to heat it, and then you can fold the bottom up, and you can actually use this as a pouch to eat out of if you want. So there's that. There's also the branded dry fruit mix snack. And then XMRE's new logo. And this colorful information sheet that comes with the entree. And now it's time to eat. And I do see that the flameless ration heater has been updated, and it does show the sleeve instead of the box that you put it into. And they've changed the rock or something a little bit, the graphics. But otherwise it's going to operate the same. Going to tear the top off the bag. These are the heating elements. Put the entree on top of the heating elements. And fill it up between these 2 fill lines here. It doesn't take much water at all. Fold them down to the bottom of the bag. Fold it over, and you're going to lie it horizontal to get the water into the heating elements to activate them. It's not taking long at all. Ow, that's hot. Yeah, the heat's coming pretty quick, which is good. Steam's coming out. And we can just put this whole thing into the sleeve. And you just place the whole thing on a rock or something. About 10-15 minutes. And while the heater does its thing, let's see what else we have. This is the carrot pound cake. It has 280 calories. It smells really good. It's carrot cake, but it has a similar smell to like a spice cake or a pumpkin type of cake. This is a dry fruit mix. It's going to contain banana chips, dried pineapple, and papaya, among all the other stuff in there. Even though it's just fruit, this is going to give you 300 calories in itself. I don't actually see any notches here to tear it. Because that's one difference between this and a standard MRE, so I'll have to give that a little. This is slightly different from the dry mixes I've gotten from them before. Pieces are smaller. There's the papaya. It's in these little cubes. And looks like that's the pineapple, even smaller chunks. It used to be, it was these banana slices here, and then actually very big chunks of the papaya and the pineapple. I'm sure it's still going to taste fine. And the vegetable crackers. So we get the little hiss. Yep. Obviously we're dealing with something that's been packaged less than a month ago. Actually, these crackers are packaged on the 175th day of 2013. So these are actually nowhere near as new as some of the other components. Maybe about a year and a half old. Still not bad though in terms of MREs. And you can see we have the little flecks in there of, I guess, the vegetables. So really the only difference visually between this and the regular standard crackers. Put some peanut butter on there. Even just this little thing of peanut butter is going to give you 250 calories. You knead that up to get all the oils mixed. The lemon lime beverage based powder is going to take 12 ounces of water. And use the hot beverage bag for that. Now I've learned that these plain beverage-based powders tend to take longer to mix up than the carbohydrate electrolyte ones for some reason. That looks good though. All that's left now before we get to the main dish is the coffee. I'm just going to, since it's instant coffee, I'm just going to put it into a cup with some hot water. And the creamer. And since I'm not really a coffee drinker, I'm going to add both sugars. Just to sweeten it up. Now all that's left is our entree. Yep, let's get some good heat to it. Mix it around a little bit because the heater was mostly down at the bottom end. I want to kind of get the heat distributed evenly. And so one of the things with the sleeves is that they have made those so that you can fold the bottom in. And put your entree pouch right in here if it's too hot to hold, and then you just eat it right out of here. Of course, the only problem with that is a few years ago they redesigned the entree pouches so that they open across the long end instead of the short end at the top. If you have a knife, it's not a problem, but otherwise you're going to have a hard time eating out of the top of this when your pouch is open the long way. So Since I'm using the tray, it's not going to be an issue here. You can already smell it. It's got the smell of canned pasta, like a Chef Boyardee kind of thing. Actually, when I get a closer smell, it's I definitely smell the Southwest and Mexican kind of a flavor to it. It smells like it's got a little bit of heat to it. This is looking pretty good. It smells good. So it says seasoned cooked beef, kidney beans, pinto beans, tomato paste, green bell peppers, and then contains less than 2% of sugar, chili pepper, modified food starch, dehydrated onions, spice, salt, natural flavor, and paprika extract. Actually, you can see there's two different kinds of beans in here. Kidney and pinto. I think it's some of the onions and peppers. I thought I saw a little piece of tomato, but I guess that's really just tomato paste. A lot of beans. There's definitely a lot of beans in this. It's going to be a musical meal, I think. And it looks like a good amount of beef, too. Which I'm happy to see. Pretty thick sauce. Pretty simple. Basically beef and beans. I don't think I'm going to need the salt and pepper, but I'll keep them handy just in case. Looks pretty good. And it tastes very good. It's a slight kick. You know, most MREs, the kick's not overwhelming. Like in genuine MREs, a lot of times they'll give you the Tabasco sauce or some kind of hot sauce to kick it up if you really want spicy, but they kind of have to appeal to everybody. Some people like myself aren't really crazy about having things too hot. But it definitely has a Mexican Southwest kind of a tinge to it. Not boring. Some green pepper right there. It's good. I think between the chili with beans and the chili and macaroni, I probably prefer the macaroni. There's a lot of beans in here, and I don't have anything against them, but it's good protein. But XMRE does have both the chili with beans and the chili and macaroni. I think I might prefer that just a little bit over this. And of course, you can see it's a it's a pretty smooth sauce in here. It's very much like something. Tastes very much like something you get out of a can. And there's nothing surprising about it, considering what it is, a shelf-stable food, and it comes in a retort pouch, which is basically the same as a can. Let's try the crackers and peanut butter. Give the cracker a taste. There's never really a lot to say about that. I mean, it's just a cracker. I don't get too much of a taste of the vegetables. I guess it's a little bit different from the standard crackers. Of course, the whole point is to have some of this peanut butter. Which is very good. Try the dry fruit mix. Like I said, they've changed this a little bit. The doesn't seem to be as much pineapple in there. It's probably my favorite thing in here. Well, a lot of bananas and quite a bit of papaya too. Yeah, that really is good. I don't think there's anything exactly like this in the genuine MREs. There is raisin nut mixes, but this is different with just the dried fruit, and I think it's very good. The carrot pound cake. As I already said, it smells good. What does this here? Does it have nuts in it? Yeah, I guess it has, must have walnuts in it. Yeah, it has walnuts in it. If you have an allergy to nuts, you want to keep that in mind. But it's good. It's sweet, not overly sweet. It tastes pretty fresh. You know, it's obviously something that's sitting in a package, but it tastes good. A little bit of cinnamon kind of flavoring on the top, I think. It has a cinnamony kind of flavor. Like I said, it tastes similar to like a spice cake or a pumpkin cake, or a banana nut bread kind of a thing. They all have sort of the same kind of taste. I guess it does have a bit of a carrot kind of a flavor to it. Tastes sort of like carrot cake. You can see a little bit of carrot here. It's more the walnut. I'm almost surprised it doesn't have raisins in it. I actually prefer it without raisins, but I'm sort of surprised they don't have them in there. That's good. Very good. Wash that down with our instant coffee, which pretty much tastes like your standard instant coffee with some creamer and sugar in it. Since I'm not a big coffee drinker, I'm not really all that great of a judge on it. And a lemon lime beverage base. Which is tasty. It's nice. It's basically like a Kool-Aid, and it's a nice alternative to just having plain water. And of course, it gives you some nutrients too. So I was looking at XMRE's meal ready to eat menu number 1: chili with beans. I was eating some more of my meal, and it occurred to me I completely forgot to mention something. You have an MRE and you have crackers. You can always use the Gundog approved method. Crumbling up some crackers. This is something you can do with any MRE meal, of course, but it works particularly good with chili. Cheers. Yeah, it's even better.